you get your salary, 2 weeks later, it's gone. Sounds familiar? If that is you, stick around because today I'm going to show you exactly what budgeting is, why you need it, and how to actually do it using a real salary example. And also I'm going to show you guys the exact app I use to track everything. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly where your money is going, how to take control of it, and how to start saving. So let's get into it. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, karibu sana. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for sticking around. So what exactly is budgeting? Budgeting simply means deciding where your money will go before spending it. And most of us do the opposite. Our salary comes in and we start spending it immediately on things like paying rent, buying food, outings, and before we know it, it's all gone. And we genuinely have no idea where it went. So a budget just means you decide first before you buy anything. It's like you're giving every shilling a job. So why do you need a budget? And I will tell you guys my personal experience with this. Before I started budgeting, honestly, I felt completely broke and out of control of my money. My salary would come in and I just spend it immediately. I didn't understand how my money was being used. And the moment I started budgeting, I started seeing where exactly my money was going. I could see where I was overspending and cut things that didn't matter and put that money towards things that did. Things like saving and investing. And honestly, guys, budgeting is what helped me started investing consistently. Not a higher salary or a better job, just knowing where exactly my money was going. Okay, before we get into the practical part, I want to show you guys something really interesting. Actually, there are 4 levels of budgeting, and I want you to be really honest with yourself about where you are right now. Level 1, this is where most of us start, honestly. You are living paycheck to paycheck. 70% of your money goes towards needs, 30% goes to wants, and 0% goes to saving or investing. You don't have a budget yet, but you're willing to learn. And if this is you, honestly, I completely understand because we all start somewhere. Level 2, this is where you've started getting it together. 50% of your money goes to needs, 30% goes to wants, and 20% goes to savings or investing. You've started building an emergency fund with maybe a money market fund, and also you've started investing. Level 3, this is where now you're serious. 30% of your money goes to needs, 20% goes to wants, and 50% goes to saving and investing. And also you are living below your means and you are investing aggressively. Level 5, guys, this is the goal. This is where the real wealth is built. 10% of your money goes to needs, 10% goes to wants, and 80% goes to saving and investing. So I would really want to know, which level are you right now? Drop in the comment section. Now, let me show you the app I personally use to track and budget my money. It's called Bajeti. And this is not an ad, guys. I genuinely love this app. When you open Bajeti, the first thing you see is your home screen. It shows you your money in and your money out for that month. And what makes this app different is that it automatically imports your M-Pesa messages. So every transaction you make through M-Pesa, it shows up here automatically, like you don't have to manually enter everything. Then the next thing for you to do is to categorize this transaction into various categories like rent, food, transport, or whatever category you will create. And here's the best part of it. Once you've categorized something, let's say if it's credit, rent, it remembers it. So the next time the same transaction comes in via your M-Pesa, it automatically puts it in the right category. Like you don't have to do it again. Also, in the Bajeti app, there's transaction tab where you see every transaction for that month. There is a budget tab where you plan your spending before the month start. You create a budget for every month. And also there is an asset tab where you track your investment and goals for things you're saving towards. This app basically, guys, shows you your full financial picture like in one place. Download it, it's free. Now, let me show you exactly how to create a budget. Tap the Bajeti tab at the bottom next to the transaction tab. You'll see it says no budgets yet. Tap to create the budget. You will see three things: the budget name, budget amount, budget month, and also there is a category section. Let's create one together. Under budget name, let me type rent. Then budget amount is 15,000 Kenyan shillings. Then the budget month is of course March 2026. This is automatically created for you. You don't have like to key in. Then we need to categorize this budget. So since it's rent, I already created various categories. So you'll go ahead and also create yours. So I'll choose rent. Then I'll click create budget. So you have to do this for every category, that is food, transport, saving, investing, personal. Each one gets its own budget. And once you have set this up, every time a transaction comes in that matches that category, Bajeti automatically tracks it. So you can always see how much you've spent and how much you've left for that category. That is how you stay on top of your money every single month. Now, the part that you've been waiting for, let me show you exactly how I will budget a salary of 30,000 Kenyan shillings. You remember the levels that we did talk about? So let's say if you are in level 1, moving to level 2, this is how your 30,000 Kenyan shillings should look like. Okay, let's start with needs. So 50% of 30,000 Kenyan shillings is 15,000. So this 15,000 Kenyan shillings will go to needs. Needs are things that you cannot survive without. Things like rent, food, transport, you name it. So we will divide this 15,000 into various needs. Let's start with rent. So we'll put 8,000 Kenyan shillings to rent, then 4,000 to food, 2,000 to transport, and then 1,000 to utilities. Second, and this is very important, guys, saving and investing comes before wants. So 20% of 30,000 Kenyan shillings is 6,000 shillings. So this will go towards savings and investing. So we'll divide 3,000 will go to savings, and then 3,000 will go to investing. So by saving, you putting that 3,000 to an emergency fund, like a money market fund, and then that the other 3,000 you can buy shares. Why savings and investing comes before wants? It's because if you wait until end month, nothing is always left for you to save. And that is why, guys, I always insist, pay yourself first, always. The third thing is wants. So 30% of 30,000 Kenyan shillings is 9,000. So this 9,000 will put towards wants. Wants are things like shopping, entertainment, personal stuffs, you know. So let's divide this 9,000 into various wants. Let's say we put 4,000 to shopping, 3,000 to entertainment, then 2,000 to miscellaneous, and that is the full 30,000 Kenyan shillings. Guys, every shilling has a job, and here is what I love about this system. It works for any salary. Even if it's you earn 50,000 Kenya shillings, 100k, you just apply these percentages and you'll be just moving from one level, let's say from level 1 to 3. The goal is to always increase your savings and investing over time as you grow. Hey, so that is it, guys. Budgeting is not complicated. You just have to decide where your money will go before it disappears. So your homework is to download the Bajeti app, figure out which level you are at right now, and also create your first budget for this month. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up because it helps people find this content, and see you in the next one. Thank you so much.